it out. That's such an original name.
Such an original name.
So, I know. Hey,
How did you think of it?
My genius thought of it.
Well,
And
it
that
is kind of
was also a
smart that
pun.
everything, all your stuff is like the same pretty much, so it's not, you're not gonna forget it.
I know, exactly. And that was kind of a pun when I said genius, because talking about genes, my grandpa is the one who started the whole adding Lee, L-E-E, to the end of things. So,
Why Lee? I thought that was like your last name.
That's
or
my
something.
maiden name.
Lee?
Mm-hmm.
Are you Asian?
No, but everybody asks me that.
I always thought the first time like I saw your channel name, like HappiLeeErin. Yeah, I'm like Lee.
Yeah, no, it's my maiden name. No, we are not Asian, but literally, like, since we moved to LA, when I still had my maiden name and I'd call and make appointments, I'd be like, hey, my name's Erin Lee and I need to make an appointment. They'd be like, oh, okay. And then I'd go in and they'd be like, wait, Erin Lee? I thought you were Asian. You're not Asian.
I could see that happening.
Happened so often. So often. It's so funny. No, I am not Asian at all. I'm a mutt. I'm a mixture of all sorts of random things. So.
Yeah, what is your heritage anyways? You're
I'm like Irish, German, Czech, and a little bit of Native American. Those are the big ones.
that's
So.
a lot mixed. I'm
mixed.
like 1/8 Egyptian, so
What?
yeah. My
You
great
got all
grandpa
the cool things.
my great grandpa, like they moved to Ukraine, or back when it was still Russia, but they moved over there to Russia back like from Egypt, like 100 years or something ago, or
What?
even more than that.
You have all
So.
the cool stuff. Mine is just boring.
That I'm Egyptian, like oh, you have all the cool
You're
stuff.
Egyptian. You're Russian.
Russian, Ukrainian.
Gosh. Hi, I'm gonna introduce what we're doing now.
Oh, this is this is all recording.
It's fine. I love
Hi.
having a start with this. Hi, everybody. It's Erin, and today I'm doing another friendly anime discussion with the lovely YokuramaGameTalk. How are you, sir?
Hi, I'm YokuramaGameTalk. I don't talk about games. Just letting you guys know if you're like confused, like YokuramaGameTalk.
He's like, oh.
What's he doing here? No.
He's in the wrong
Hi.
place.
Nice to be here. This is
Thank
gonna be
you.
random. Just saying.
Oh, it's gonna be super random. If you've never watched a friendly anime discussion before, it's just us talking about anime. I'll ask Goku some questions, such as what got him into anime, what his favorite anime is, and stuff like that. But mostly we're just gonna go wherever the conversation takes us. It'll be about anime, and it'll be about all sorts of fun and random stuffs. Are you prepared for that? Are you ready? Are you prepared?
Well, I've been talking about random stuff for like the past
I
half an
know.
hour.
We started this at 11, and we've just been talking mostly about, like, we talked about grocery stores. Yoku has a story. He's gonna have to tell us about a grocery store. We need to
Yeah,
keep
it
that
has
in
to do
mind.
with anime.
It has to
sort
do
of
with
thing.
anime, and we were talking about Yoku's nephew for a really long time, and about how our kids, not ours, but separately.
It's not that friendly.
It's not. We don't quite go there, but our separate kids are gonna be super weird and exactly like us because we're gonna make them watch anime and play video games and stuff.
Make them.
Gonna
Even
make
if they
them.
don't want to.
They don't want to.
No, Dad.
Daddy, I don't want to watch free
watch
anymore. More Pokemon.
I can't.
I can't. It's too much.
Right.
It's 700 episodes. I can't do it anymore.
Back when I was a kid, I watched One Piece. You don't understand.
You're just gonna be
lot
like
of-
in a rocking chair, just scolding them. It's like, you know what I had to do. I had to watch
Sitting there with like my Yu Hakusho like volume of.
You're just clutching it, just crying. Rocking
Have
back
like a
and
separate little table. How they have like these little circular tables where they have like a Bible laying there instead
Oh,
of like
yes.
Yu Hakusho volume 1.
Are you gonna be on your deathbed and just have like Yu Yu Hakusho like just sitting there with you?
I'm gonna be hugging like a Yusuke plushie. It's not gonna get that bad.
No, I want that to happen.
So
On your deathbed, you need to be holding a Yusuke plushie.
I would say some stuff more into this, but I don't want to spoil anything for the Hakusho.
Oh yeah, no.
I could make even more references right now, but I don't want to.
No, don't do it. No rotten banging butts. No rotten banging butts. If you haven't watched much of the stuff on my channel, Yokurama and I actually do MangaPod with Daza and Dodger. So that's fun. It's a fun thing.
Every week for many weeks now.
It's been almost a year. It'll be a year in like 2 weeks, I think.
Something like that.
February 12th or something.
We did miss a few weeks though. So
Yeah, so
you don't like 50 episodes. We're like in the 40s. So
we just had
that's insane.
41.
That's insane.
That's ridiculous. That's a lot of weeks, and a lot of manga.
Like I've been a part of many collaborations throughout my years on YouTube, and this is like the longest one. Usually like after like half a year, it's like it dies because you get like bored or like you're like whatever. It's not as fun anymore. But like MangaPod is going strong.
Yeah, it is.
Crazy.
High five. High five.
You're supposed to high five and then do it. Don't be like high five. That catches me off guard.
It's basically like if we were in real life, I would have just slapped you in the face.
Yeah, you'd smack me in the face. I'd be like, that's not how you give a high five,
Aaron. High five to the face. Five to the face. Yoku, why don't you tell us about your channel a little bit for those who may not know?
My channel.
Other than you don't play video games.
That's important. That's the important part because people are confused sometimes. And especially if they like search deep. I have this other channel called. I actually have a channel called Yokurama Anime Talk. Just to let you guys know. You didn't know?
I might have. I just always remember Yokurama Russian.
Oh, it doesn't exist.
I will push that. I will push that anytime I get.
I think it has like quite a bit of subscribers already.
I know because of like MangaPod.
keep like referencing
it. Keep bringing it up.
But I have actually a channel called Yokurama Anime Talk where that was my first channel and I used to make videos on there, but I got a strike on there and I wanted to get partnership. So I moved over to this other channel that I had, which is YokuramaGameTalk. But that was like 2009 or something.
3 years ago. Oh, look, there you
are! Those are the weirdest videos on YouTube. Don't watch them.
The Terminator Yokurama style?
That's the one. That's I don't know what was that.
Oh my god!
It's just me screaming like get to the chopper and like put the meat down. It's so dumb. God. I don't know what.
I'm posting this on Twitter right now.
Wow.
Okay, go on. Keep talking.
This is embarrassing.
This is what happens on FriendLee. All of your secrets come out.
Oh man, you should post Pokemon theme. I'm proud of that one.
Oh wait, the Pokemon theme?
You've seen the Pokemon theme.
Oh, I have seen the Pokemon.
In the background.
I saw your Harlem Shake video too.
Oh, that's a new thing.
That was newer. Nope. Oh yeah, the Pokemon style. Yeah.
But I pretty much switched over to YokuramaGameTalk and just started making like chapter reviews and stuff like that at first, episode reviews, and that was back when like nobody did that. I was like one of the first people. There was like only a couple of people doing it. Now it's like huge part of the community. There's like 100,000 people doing it now.
It's crazy.
But pretty much that's what I did, and I grew quite a bit of a subscriber base. And then later on, I started doing anime reviews because that's kind of what I did before. On my original channel, I have a couple of them still up. They're horrible, except Monster. Watch my Monster review on Yokurama Anime Talk. I'm like, I don't know what got into me. I just finished watching Monster. You guys know Monster. I watched Monster. It's 74 episodes. I watched it in 2 sittings.
Oh wow!
It's 40 episodes a sitting.
Jeez.
And right after I finished watching Monster, I stayed up all night watching it. I'm like, I gotta record this review. And I just sound so damn depressed in it. I'm just like, if you guys want to see an anime that will just put you at the edge of your seat, you want to see humanity at its worst. I was just so depressed. Like I can't even like replicate that. This is just like after watching like 80 episodes in one go, and I'm just kind of like,
yes.
It was bad. It was a bad time of my life.
It's horrible memories. I remember.
Yeah, but now we're in 2014, and I kind of figured out what I'm doing on my channel already. I do like top videos when it comes to mainly seasonal stuff. I want to like branch out and do like more into like top genres or top characters, stuff like that, but that's a little bit later. But if you want to know like my favorites of each season or of the year and stuff like that, I've been doing that for a few years. Pre-season thoughts videos whenever like the new list of anime comes out or before it comes out, just announcements. I talk about the ones I'm looking forward to most. I've been doing that actually since like the beginning. That's actually the first video on YouTube, like back in 2008, was a pre-season thoughts video.
Really?
Back when like Vampire Night was coming out and crap like that.
Vampire
was just like,
Night. Oh my god.
Vampire Night Season 2 is coming out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a while
ago.
And yeah, that's pretty much what I do now, and it's fun. And I don't make as videos as often as I used to because I have a business to run.
Yeah.
but I still try to at least upload once a week when I can.
You also just hit 25,000 subscribers, correct?
Did. I can't believe it. That's crazy.
Round of
Like
applause. Round of applause.
when I started YouTube, that was like seriously impossible for like that's a number. 1,000 subscribers was almost impossible for anybody to reach when it came to anime because there was like 100 people doing videos like all together. It was a whole community, 100 people. I knew every single person. That's why I know Gigak, I know all these people like personally because we pretty much started around the same time when like all of us had like 2 subscribers. You know, good times.
Those were the days.
So that's kind of cool. So yeah, I'm
awesome.
I'm surprised.
Congratulations, you deserve them.
And you know, if you watched my New Year's resolution, I know this is probably not gonna happen, but if I hit 50,000 by the end of the year, I'm dyeing my hair green for MangaPod.
Oh yes! Oh my god, yes!
So if you don't know me, and you want to know me, and you're from Erin's channel, go subscribe.
Go subscribe. Go subscribe.
You want to see you with green hair?
I just want him. I'm gonna make 25,000 fake accounts just so I can subscribe to you and see you with green hair.
You're not the only one that wrote that in the comments.
Really?
They were just like, that's it. We're doing this.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Our Vodkarama.
Oh, I'll dye my hair green for that whole day. I'll even go to work with that. I'll record that.
Yes. Oh my god. I'm so excited. I'm excited for all, because you're doing a bunch of top 10 stuff this year too. Like top 10, top whatevers.
Hopefully it's taking a lot more than I thought it would.
Yeah.
A lot of, like I want to do a top, like, I asked for people to recommend me like romance series, and I'm not gonna watch them all, but I've already seen a lot, but I need to see some that I know are really big and popular that I haven't seen yet, because I feel like I can't make a good legit list unless I've seen all the main like staples of the genre. So I'm actually going through them pretty well. I already actually completed probably like 5 of them throughout January. It's crazy.
Have you watched Sekaiichi Hatsukoi?
Oh.
Come on, Yoku. It's popular. It's popular, and it was requested so many times. You cheater.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You cheater. Everybody go and look at Yoku's top 10 romance shoujo. He needed recommendations. You should all go and request Sekaiichi Hatsukoi.
Have you seen that? You've seen that, haven't you?
I've seen parts of it. It annoyed me.
Yeah. You
Cause
wanted to annoy me too?
Yes, basically.
I remember when you guys were talking about this with Gaza.
On the FriendLee, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember when he made that first mention of that episode.
Oh,
he got so many dislikes.
Really?
Like you back then you didn't really get that many dislikes. You'd get like maybe like 5. That's it. That's tops.
Yeah.
But he had like probably like
Were they
over
all
100.
from just because? Why?
Probably yaoi fangirls. That was kind of like hardcore yaoi fangirls.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was wondering if it was like yaoi fangirls. See,
Guys, I remember Dazzle was just like, it's so bad. It's so bad.
My thing.
That's all he said pretty much.
Yeah, like for me personally, it's like I want a good yaoi romance, just like I want a good yuri romance, and so it pisses me off when like it's just not done very well. And Sekaiichi Hatsukoi was not, the characters, like it just wasn't a very good romance. It was just all fan service, and that's what bugged me too.
Well, there's a lot of fan service like that shows.
Yeah, that's like not just for that, but for all around.
It's like it
happens in so many anime.
It's a shoujo as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why they have like the shirts off probably every like 2 seconds. Yeah.
They do.
It's kind of like with Kaicho wa Maid-sama. I don't know if you.
Yeah, I loved the manga. I didn't like the anime.
The main character like always like somehow finds a way to take his shirt off. Like I love that series like altogether. It's a good story.
Yeah.
But it gets annoying. Like there's you don't have to have your shirt off right now.
Like, that's his name, right?
There's like sparkles and stuff, and I'm like.
My favorite. Have you read the manga for that?
No, I've only seen that first season.
I like the manga a lot more, but I love Utsu. Like the characters, I love with him, but I agree when he's just constantly taking the shirt off. Like, stop.
Yeah, he's always like.
He's such a troll, though. He's such a good troll. I love him so much.
He's a cool character.
He's
just
such
if you like kept the shirt on like a little bit more than.
He like And, like, you know, because, I mean, when we read Imadoki for MangaPod, like, it's so common in shoujo where the main dude, like, as Brooke called him, is a super dick.
Super dick.
And, which is, like, how it was in Sekaiichi Hatsukoi. The main dude is such a super dick, but the love interest is like, oh, but, you know, maybe I really do love him, even though it's a super dick. And you're like, no! Whereas, like, in Maid-sama, he's not a super dick. He's just...
She's kind of a super dick.
She's kind of a super dick.
But
he's, like, a really good character. And she develops.
He's always, like, stepping up for her. There's some really cool moments when she just, like, she's, like, in trouble and he just comes to the rescue. Yeah. I like that.
But I also like that she can handle herself pretty well. Like, they're just a really good couple. I like them a lot. But she can't be a
There's
super
a lot of good romance anime out there.
What ones have you
seen a lot of them? Have you seen?
I've seen quite a few. I haven't.
Yeah. Have you seen Itazura na Kiss?
I don't think so.
It's kind of okay. There's a super dick in this one.
There's a super dick. Is there a super dick in this one?
Okay, but it's a different kind of super dick. Okay, it's a super dick that kind of justifies himself like throughout the series, though. I'm gonna link you on my anime list right now.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a really good series because it goes through like their whole life, starting from school until like after school and stuff. It's not just kind of like a little school romance. It goes further than that, which is kind of cool. This was one of my favorite anime back when I was still airing. Well, shit, that was in 2008. Yeah.
Damn.
This is probably one of the first like my preseason thoughts. I probably talked about this one. I was like, oh, romance! I can't wait.
Romance.
That was me. When I was like,
romance!
No, but this is a really good series. This probably would make my top 10. I've seen so many romance afterwards, and this one is just great. And also there's like Special A. You've probably heard of Special A. I know the manga's pretty.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
That's also a good one.
I haven't watched like too many romance because a lot of time romance bugs me in anime. I don't know what it is, but so I haven't watched too much. So if you find good ones, you let me know.
One that you should watch. It's actually a romance series from the 80s. It's an 80s anime, and it's called Macy Nikoku. It's my favorite romance, probably. I've seen it a long time ago. I gotta rewatch it, but it's probably my favorite romance from what I remember, at least. It's a story about a widow, and then how she's like a manager at this.
How do you spell it? Because I spelled it.
I linked you.
I know, I just don't want to click it because I don't want Skype to, like, mess up. Here, I'm going to switch the screens again. Because, like, I don't want it to pop up with your username. There it is.
No. I could let me tweet it. I'll just tweet it. I
got it, bro. I got it, dude. Oh, that one. Okay. Oh, my God, there's a giant dog.
Yeah, there is a giant dog. But, yeah, it's a story about a widow, pretty much. And she's older than the guy that's the romance going on with. But she's a manager at this... I guess at this like apartment place, and there's a bunch of people living there, and this college student like moves in there, and they have this like romance going on. It's very interesting. I really like this one. Plus, I'm a sucker for old series as well. Like anything older than like 90s, like 80s, 70s, like 60s. I love anime like that. I'm a very old school fan.
I need to watch more of that because I haven't watched too much of it.
Oh, there's so many good ones. Fist of the North
so
Star.
Cute.
Yeah, that one's so good.
Fist of the North Star.
It's so cute.
So cute. Oh
There's
my God.
Also a lot of
OTPs.
Like Kenshiro, he's always like flexing and shirt rips. Always.
I love it so funny.
You're like, yeah, he flexes and rips and he's like,
It's like, what happened? I don't understand what happened.
And then like next scene, his shirt's back on. Like nothing happened. That's what's funny.
I love when that inconsistency in anime when like things happen in the next scene, it's completely gone. It's not.
Like literally like it's one frame difference. He's like without a shirt, they move to like pan on another character, and when they move back, he has a shirt on again. Same shirt, not even a different shirt. It's not like he's carrying a different shirt in his back pocket.
Are there any...
It's the same shirt.
Are there any series that like acknowledge that they do that? I wonder if there are. There has to be some moment in some series where like it rips off and then it comes back and the guy's like putting on a different shirt and then the conversation keeps going.
I bet you there is. I wouldn't be surprised if Gintama did that actually.
Oh my God.
They always reference like stuff like Fist North Star and like all the other shonens and stuff.
How much of Gintama have you watched / read?
I've seen quite a bit of it.
I mean,
like,
I want to
somewhere
get
in the
into
hundreds.
it. I want to get into it, but I just haven't been. I don't know. Like, I haven't gotten into it. I've watched the first few episodes, but I just haven't.
Did you watch the first 2 episodes?
Yeah.
It's horrible. You don't watch the first 2 episodes.
See, nobody told me that!
They're complete garbage filler. Oh my gosh, dude. I don't know why they're even there. It's so dumb.
Okay, do I need to start on, like, 3?
Yeah, there's no point of them. Because they start off with, like, stuff that happens later on in the series anyways. So I don't get why they're even there.
That's weird.
It's dumb.
Okay. I need to watch.
What do you think of animes? You know how, like, sometimes in anime episode 1, it pretty much shows, like, a conclusion already, and then episode 2 and onwards, it shows how they got to that conclusion.
Like Baccano?
Like Baccano. Baccano actually did it really well, though.
The first episode?
Yeah. Baccano, that's one of the only anime that does that I actually like.
I guess I can see that. Like, with Baccano, the first episode, I was like, I don't even know if I want to watch more of this.
Yeah, that's the only downside.
But then when you watch the rest, you're like, okay, I could watch you go back and watch the first episode again.
Yeah, it's a downside that you might be like, oh, okay, this is so confusing. I'm probably not going to get the rest of the series, so I'm not going to watch it. That's the only downside.
But I would say of all the ones that I've seen done that, I guess Baccano would be the best, but just because the rest of the series was so paced and written well and directed so well. But usually it bugs me because I don't like knowing what happens.
Sometimes it works, but when they spoil like a big part that like would have been awesome for you not to know, like Gungrave, for example. This is the one that pissed me off the most. Like in my review, I even said to skip the first episode. Don't watch it's like it didn't ruin the series for me, but it definitely like I didn't get as much enjoyment. I just imagined if I didn't know what I found out in episode 1, my mind would have been blown pretty much.
Yeah.
Because Gungrave is really good. You should watch Gungrave.
I need to watch Gungrave.
Except
the first episode?
Don't watch the first episode, and it gets a little bit weird, like in the 20s.
I love weird.
I didn't really like. Oh. It was alright, but it's not that great.
Yeah.
Some people really like it. I just didn't really care for it because it kind of changed the feel of the series. But Gungrave, like the moment that they spoil in episode 1, like what happens, and then they start leading up to the moment, man, if only they didn't do that.
Yeah, like...
I would have like flipped my table finding that out like on that moment because it was like one of the most for 2012 12 days of anime, that was like one of my favorite moments I talked about. It's so good.
It's so good. I know, like I agree when they spoil stuff with it. Like if it's done, the thing that Baccano did is they didn't explain everything in the first episode. They just were like, this is what happened, but you're like, how did it happen? Like you still had the intrigue of being like, how did they get to that point? Like la da da. So you wanted to, like, as you watched more and, like, more became revealed, you're like, oh, this makes sense from the first, oh. But, like, there's so many series that just, I don't know, they just, like you said, They spoil what happens in the first episode.
Oh, they do. Like, that's sad. It's kind of lame.
Yeah. It's weird.
Because a lot of the times I don't like to research an anime. Like sometimes I actually, if I'm really into a show or I wanna watch a show that badly, I'll probably read the synopsis or I'll read somebody's like first impressions on it or something like that. I'll read a little bit into it. Yeah. But if it's a series that I'm kind of like, whatever, I'm just gonna watch it, I'm not really prepared for that.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting there, I'm all confused, and then like they spoil something big, and then they start the series, and I'm just like, wait, what the fudge? I can't spoil in my reviews, but they could just spoil in the anime.
That's not cool. But okay, along the same vein, what do you think about this series that show important plot points after the credits?
That's even worse.
Terrible.
Okay.
Why? Why does that sound okay?
I watch openings a lot of the times, but endings has to be really good for me to like watch an ending. Yeah. I'm more harsh on endings than I am on openings. Mm-hmm. Like I don't cut any slack. Yeah. So
I agree.
A lot of the times I just skip. I just like when it gets to the ending, I'm just next. Yeah. And then like it starts up and I'm just like, did I like miss an episode or something? What the fuck is going on? Right?
Like Blue Exorcist did that so bad. Like Blue Exorcist was the worst I'd seen.
No, I'm a little bit more alright with it if it's done on every episode.
Yeah.
Every episode, because then you're kind of used to it.
Yeah. Until like, okay. you get to like episode 15 and you happen to like just sit through the ending and you're like,
Yeah, but if it's like Kyokai no Kanata with that one episode, it
Oh,
only has to
yeah!
be one episode. Why would you do that?
One episode, or Samurai Flamenco did it for like the first 4 episodes, first 4
Yeah,
or 5.
they did.
And then,
Yeah.
and then
I
after
only,
that,
I only found out on episode 4, by the way.
I know. And then, like, but the thing, like, sometimes with Crunchyroll is like, when I try to skip back or forth, it freezes and I have to like refresh. And so I would like skip to the end and then have to wait for like 15 seconds or 20 or a minute.
It throws you out of the.
And then it freezes and then there's nothing. And I'm like.
It's dumb. It's
really
Why
dumb.
do they do stuff like that?
I don't know. Anybody who writes anime, please explain to us why that is a thing.
Maybe it's to get people to listen to the music at the end or something.
That's so silly.
It's like
or maybe
forcing
it's something with, I don't know, like even if you took out the ending and went straight, maybe it's something with like trying to pace it differently or have that come in like as more of, make it more shock value or something, make it have more of
But they need to give a warning though. When like the whole ending starts, be like, there's more important stuff gonna happen. Shit.
It's like at a movie now, like with all of the Avengers
I actually
Marvel
like
movies.
that though. I do like that in movies though. I don't know why. I'm super pissed off when it comes to anime doing that, but when it comes to movies, I'm always like sitting there like reading the credits and like eating popcorn, like looking forward to the last like 30 seconds that like a lot of people actually miss.
Yeah.
And then I could be like walking up, did you see that last 30 seconds after the credits? Like, what? I'm like, yeah, it's just the best part of the movie.
I wonder if it's because with movies, like, it's only one time. Like, you're just sitting through it one time. Whereas anime, you have to, like, skip through, like, a minute and a half every single time to get
Yeah, and at this point, I'm already used to that with movies. Like, especially when I'm gonna watch, if I'm watching a Marvel movie, I'm definitely gonna wait till the end. You're not gonna leave. It's gonna happen.
If you leave, you're a dummy.
Yeah, like with the Spider-Man movie. Like, people, I remember I already seen the movie, and then the second time I went to watch more people, I've seen that movie like 3 or 4 times in theaters. But I sat there, and like right when the credits hit, a bunch of my buddies just got up and started like, wait.
You're like, no, come back, no. But they've like trained you. Like even non-Marvel movies are like, I still sit there through the end of the credits to be like, what?
And usually nothing happens though.
Nothing happens, but we've been trained. We've been trained to sit through the credits now.
Yeah, I remember I was watching the latest Die Hard movie, and I'm just like sitting there, like listening to all this like music, like nothing happens. I'm like,
worthless. Yoku, I have a question for you. I know the answer to this. Actually, I don't know if I know the answer to this. I was going to ask you a different question, but let's ask this one. What first got you into anime? Just give our viewers an idea, because I actually don't know if I know the answer to this.
It's kind of the same as a lot of people, I guess. It's obviously like, the thing is, a lot of people, like, everybody watched anime. Like, my brother, he doesn't like anime and stuff right now, but he watched Dragon Ball Z. He watched stuff like that always. Dude, it's so funny. Like, 3 days ago, I was driving with my brother, and he used to be a fan of Power Rangers, but he never knew it was based off like Sentai from like and I told him that Power Rangers is actually based off Japanese, and then he's like, "What? No!" Like, because he like, I don't know why he hates on it always. Probably because I'm always like talking to him. He's like super annoyed with all this like anime and crap. Because I'm always like, hey, I saw this anime. Like I tell him a story, and yeah, that was the funniest looking.
You should make him watch Sam Flam.
I made him watch Death Note once. He watched all of Death Note.
Oh, really? Death Note's a really easy one.
He's like, a lot of people. He was like, it's not like I liked it or anything. Like, he was.
Is he the real tsundere in your family?
Yeah, but yeah, everybody watched anime back as a kid, but I stuck around, I guess, further than that. I don't know why. Probably because I was super into video games as well as everybody else was when they were kids. I don't know. It's just, how does that work? Everybody watched stuff like this, but why did we continue?
I know.
I don't get it. I was thinking about this. I was talking to somebody the other day about it, and I don't know, how does that work? Like, why did I want to watch more anime? Why did I want to like get into more after watching Dragon Ball Z? Why did I want to continue? And then later I found Hakusho and stuff like that. Hakusho.
It just Hakusho. I don't know. Like I know how I got into it, but I don't know how, like, because I had my brother's influence. Like my older brother wanted to get more into it after he watched Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon. But I don't know how
I have an answer.
Yeah.
I have an answer.
Yes,
okay.
Tell me.
Okay, this is I don't know if this is like for everybody, but for I think quite a bit of people, it's probably like this. A lot of people did not watch anime or were into anime for a very long time. Like they watched Dragon Ball Z, they watched all that childhood stuff, and then they took a big break. until like other stuff came out, and then they were later introduced. Like people like right now are huge anime fans. Like Baka Shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't been back into anime for that long. It's only been a few years. And look,
that's the same as me.
Yeah, like I've been into anime. I got back into it like 8 years ago or something like that. It was a little bit earlier for me, but like I'm just saying, like for people, that's how it is. Like get reintroduced to it, and the people that it happens to, like I could show my brother right now, he's not gonna give a shit. I show him Dragon Ball Z, he's gonna be like, oh, look at his weird hair, like powering up, weird hair, big eyes. Yeah, but people that are very nostalgic. My brother, he's not nostalgic. He does not like nostalgia. Yeah. Like I always like try to bring up some like moment or something like that we like did something stupid, and I'm like, oh, I'm super nostalgic about that, and he's just kind of like, okay, whatever. He's not a nostalgic person. He doesn't like that. Yeah. But people that are super nostalgic, that's why when they are reintroduced, there's this time span that they're not watching anime, and they get reintroduced. Like they see Dragon Ball Z or something like that. Like what happened with me. Like I started watching Dragon Ball Z. I got into Naruto, and I'm like, okay, this feels very, very familiar. And I'm a very nostalgic person. Like I get nostalgic. I watch an episode of anime. 1 week later, I'm like, oh, remember that day I watched that anime? I'm like playing a game and like I haven't even finished Fire Emblem Awakening.
Oh my god, I need to keep playing. I need to play more.
I'm already nostalgic over like the beginning, even though I'm only like 30 hours into it.
Oh my god, so good! It's so good.
It's crazy. That's how I am.
The opening.
So people that are nostalgic, and when they get reintroduced back into anime, they feel that like, oh, I remember this. They remember that enjoyment that they had when they were younger, watching it at first, and that's why their spark and their interest into anime like happens, or with video games. Yeah. So I think that's for a lot of people at least.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a correct answer, but that's just what
I think it's a really good. I think it's a good answer. Yeah. You're just like, I got this.
It's the zesty pickles.
I know, it's the zesty pickles.
Zesty.
Found out that Yoku loves his zesty pickles, and that they go with any sort of alcohol that he drinks. Apparently.
Guys, try it.
Oh god, what is that? Is that Mountain Dew?
Yeah, it's Mountain Dew. I have a Pepsi somewhere around as well.
Called it.
I'm super healthy, guys.
Zesty pickles and Mountain Dew. You need to tell us your DBZ story from. Oh my god.
This is $1. It's so cheap.
What?
I bought it off-brand. Like usually, like the on-brand, like the main ones, they're like you'd pay like $3 for it. This is $1.
Do they taste the same, or are they like? Ew?
They taste exactly the same.
I haven't had those in so long.
Me neither. That's why because they're too expensive. I'm paying $3 for
I'm paying $3 for some Hostess.
But what's funny? This is like by the dog food at the store that I went yesterday. It's like cat food, dog food. It's already away from like the foods aisle, but it's like cat food, dog food. Then there's like this weird like Japanese aisle and stuff with all this like how the fuck is that called?
Like
the sticks.
Ethnic food.
The sticks.
Chopsticks.
The sticks. No.
Toothpicks.
No, the food, Japanese food. I forgot how it's called. Pocky.
Oh. You're like Japanese food sticks. What? That's not a description.
That's a perfect description.
No, you should have said like chocolate covered sticks. That I would have gotten.
Deliciousness, strawberry chocolate. I like the strawberry
Japanese sticks.
Strawberry Pocky is really good. But they have that, and then they have this like aisle of really off-brand sweets like that. And everything's $1. Like, oh my gosh, I'm coming back here.
Yeah, okay, you need to restrain yourself when you go to the grocery store.
I'm really bad. I went to buy water, and I came home with like junk food. At least I didn't forget the water.
At least you got what you went there for.
But this is yesterday's story. It was close to midnight, and I had to drive out to a store called Price Cutter. Yeah,
so
it's
fancy.
24. I think it's 24/7. Might be open till midnight. I don't know. Whatever. I went out there, and I was buying some stuff, and pretty much I was in the aisle with the cash register guy, and he was just telling me a story because I see him once in a while, and because I shop there once in a while, and he's just like, you know what? These like kids, these underage kids were trying to buy some chew from me, like chewing tobacco. And I'm like one of them had a ID, but like there was like 4 of them. I needed to card all of them, you know. But they like called me dog, and I'm like, that gave it away straight up that they're all underage. And And then he got so into it, just like, I don't do all this swag stuff. I don't do all this YOLO stuff. I grew up on Dragon Ball Z. Like, I grew up on Dragon Ball Z. Goku didn't YOLO. And I'm like, yeah, I know. He died like 4 times, man. And like, we gotta do this, like, and he's just like, I saw this picture on Facebook, and like, it said like Goku didn't like give a shit, I'm like, he got like he was like cursing and stuff already. I'm just like, damn. I should hang out with this guy. And we ended up talking about Dragon Ball Z for like 5 minutes because there was like another person like in line, and I'm just like talking about Dragon Ball Z with this guy. He's already like scanning the other guy's other stuff, and we're just talking about Dragon Ball Z. That was hilarious.
Oh my god, I want that on a shirt.
Goku didn't YOLO.
Goku didn't YOLO.
That's so good, right?
That's amazing.
I never thought about that. That's right, he did.
He did
like,
it!
died so many times. Dragon Balls, man, like 7 of them.
Oh my god, listen, if I ever get a shirt in Rodeo Arcade, it's gonna say Goku didn't YOLO.
And it's like Goku, like, saying peace out or something.
It's just that picture of him with the halo and wings being like, that's
yeah, right. Talk to YOLO to the hand.
YOLO to the hand. You only live once to the hand. Question
What?
mark.
What does that mean? That's a whole other shirt.
That's an NC-17 shirt.
There's so many shirt moments.
Oh my god.
One day I'll like print like 50
I know.
shirts.
I want one. I've been trying to think of one if I ever had like a channel shirt, like what it would say, and the only one I could come up with was I watch sports, and then underneath of it in parentheses it says anime. It's the only thing I can come up with. It's not even
That's a
that
good one. I'll buy one of those.
I watch sports anime. Speaking of sports anime, Yoku, you are an avid sports anime fan, correct?
I am.
What is your favorite sports anime?
Hajime no Ippo.
Hajime no Ippo. I knew that was going to be your answer. But I wanted our lovely audience to know that they might not have known that.
Hajime no Ippo, I think it translates to fighting spirit or something like that in English. They had a dub. It's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good. It's really expensive on DVD. So if you want to watch it, I have no idea how you can watch it legally. I don't think there's any legal way to watch the first like 2 seasons. That's messed up, guys.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
That's messed up.
There's one way to watch it legally if you want to like fork out like $300 on the single DVDs that they released.
Do you have them all on DVD?
I have the first 2 on DVD.
You should bring them when you come visit for Anime Expo, and I'll just
The first 2.
borrow them. Just watch.
Yeah, it's 8 episodes I think or something like that.
8?
Yeah.
That's it?
The first 2 DVDs. That's all I have.
Oh, first 2 I thought you meant first 2 seasons.
Yeah, right. I wish. I'm not rich.
I wonder what they are on eBay.
Oh, they're gonna be expensive. Only a few of them are like affordable, but then there's a couple of them that are like one DVD will be like almost $200 or something like that, because they're crazy out of print. Sadly.
No.
You know what's cool with them? Each one comes with a mini paper size poster.
Aww. Oh, there's a new challenger Miyate Ichiro figure.
That's new challenge. That's from season 2.
It's pretty dope. Have you seen the Kuroko no Basuke figures?
I
want them so bad.
I want them so bad. Oh my gosh, I have like 3 of them bookmarked on my browser.
Oh, I want them so bad. The Kagami one looks so cool. I want the Kagami one and the Kuroko
They look so high
I can
quality.
sit them next to each other.
They look so high quality. It's so good. I'll buy one.
I'm going to. I'm going to save up and have it be like a special present to myself.
It's kind of hard. You have to. They're too expensive. Like
they're like $70. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of money to fork out and just.
That's one of the reasons I don't own very many like DVD sets and stuff like that, because I'm not somebody who spends money on things like that. I just don't spend money on very much stuff. Like, I'm not big into collecting things. Like, I have like a huge love for all sorts of things, but I'm not big into collecting anything. Like some people like collect rocks or coins
collect rocks.
or anime or something.
You should see my rock collection.
What?
My rock collection. There's a shelf right there off camera. Okay, somewhere over there. Everything's on camera. No, but I collect a lot of things. I've always collected stuff. But me, I'm a bargain collector. I rarely pay full price. Very rarely.
See, I've just never even gone out of my way to find things to collect.
I get really crazy when I collect. You should have bought stuff on Amazon a couple years back when Bondi just went out of business.
Oh my god,
they were selling
cheap.
stuff for like $80 box sets that were $80, like special edition ones. They were selling for like $2 a piece.
I missed my
That's
time.
that's why my collection
time.
looks so. It looks so.
Because you.
Like,
Dude,
cool,
I have
really,
a question. I have a question.
I got it so cheap.
With all of those over there, are there series? Do you just buy if they're cheap? Do you just buy them to have them, or do you only buy series you actually enjoy?
Depends on how cheap they are.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Yeah. What is?
Yeah.
What is the least favorite series on your shelf right now?
There's quite a few that I have never seen, but from the ones that I've seen, probably that's a hard one. Probably Gundam Seed Destiny for sure.
Gundam
Seed is awesome, but Gundam Seed Destiny is kind of
The opening song though, or is it Gundam Seed's opening song?
And Destiny as well. All their openings and endings are amazing.
So good, so
they
amazing.
have amazing soundtrack overall. Like TM Revolution that does the openings, and Tamaki Nami, I think she does the endings and stuff. It's really good.
TM Revolution's so good.
But yeah, I have like a bunch of the special editions from Gundam Seed Destiny because they're like a couple bucks each, and they come with like T-shirts and like mangas and all that kind of crap in boxes. Yeah.
See, I get really jealous when I hear people have all of this, and I'm like, oh, I should go buy it. And then I go to buy it, and I'm like, meh.
Yeah, the thing is, they were like, I would have not bought them if they weren't $2.
Yeah, see, I never see stuff that's $2. If it was $2, I'd be hella over that, like all over it. But
I would have let you know. I would have let you know, but I don't think I knew you back then.
No, I don't think so. I didn't get back into anime until I was like I was into it until like 2006, 2005, and then I kind of fell out of it and then get back into it until like 2009 or 2010 is when I got back into it. So
I was already going crazy making YouTube videos back then.
I know. Well, like I was super into it because I was really sick, and so all I did was watch anime and read manga because I was bedridden. And then when I started going back to high school, none of my friends were into anime. Like none of the friends that I made were into anime, and so I just kind of like fell out of it. But then David and I started dating, and David actually liked anime. That was one of the things we started talking about and getting into. And then when I moved out to LA, everybody loved anime. Everybody that I worked with, because I worked at the game station with Polaris, which was everybody's just big nerds. And so everybody got into it. And so I just started getting way into it. And now I'm like way more into it now than I have been like my entire life, which is dope. I love it. But yeah.
You're watching Pupa.
I'm watching Pupa. I'm waiting till the rest of it comes out before I watch.
You see my comments?
Yeah, you just said Pupa. You said it is Pupa.
I said Pupa is full of poop.
Pupa is full of poop.
It got like 7 likes.
I know, that's so many likes. So good.
I have an opinion that everybody else has then.
Yeah. It bummed me out. If it was a full length, if it was a
so
movie.
Disappointing.
If it was a movie.
I was looking forward. It looks so cool.
It looks.
I haven't read manga yet.
Yeah, I mean the manga's not like amazing. Like it has some pacing issues, but nowhere near as like bad as the anime. It's still quite enjoyable, I thought. But Pupa's full of poop. What is your favorite series from the current season? Is it still Pilot's Love Song?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. I haven't seen episode 4 yet, but the first 3 episodes have been great.
I need to watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my hummingbird and look at the other ones that I'm watching.
Are you watching Noragami?
I watched only the first episode so far, and I wasn't as impressed as everybody else.
Really?
Based off the first episode.
I
but
love it.
I think it's better.
It's it's my favorite of the season by far.
It just hasn't hooked me. I don't know what. I think it's because I've seen so many anime that are kind of similar to something like that, or just with the same feel.
Yeah.
Because it has that feel that I kind of seems familiar.
It has the same. Yeah, it has the same feel as like Darker Than Black and Soul Eater and not Durarara. What was the other one? There's another one that has a very similar feel.
I know that I've seen an anime with that kind of feel, and I did not enjoy it as much. Probably that's why I'm kind of like
on the fence.
But it might be better later.
I love it. I'm trying to think about other series. I need to watch the rest of Pilot's Love Song.
That's so good.
I'm still watching Hamatora, but it's still very meh.
Yeah.
Hamatora is Noragami is everything Hamatora is trying to be. That's how I'm looking at it. It's weird. But I still like Hamatoro is one that I'm okay enjoying.
I like the colors.
The colors of Hamatoro is so
That's my favorite thing about Hamatoro.
The style.
What kind of series is that? Like, if your favorite thing about the series is the colors.
I know. The characters, like, the 4th episode, the characters are, like, finally being more like, hey, I actually like you. Did you watch the 2nd episode?
Yeah, I've seen the 2nd episode.
I love in the 2nd episode when, like, that they kind of call out that the writing is pretty cliche and very, like, duh, because the guy's like, I have the power to speed up time, and so I'm gonna speed up this bomb and make it a grenade. And the guy's like, wouldn't it be easier to just
get
use
a grenade?
I was like, yes, because the whole time I was thinking that. I was like, this is so stupid. You should just have a grenade. And then the main character says that. I was like,
that's
okay,
cool, though. I like that.
That's good. Yeah, I liked that.
I'm enjoying Magical Warfare and Witchcraft Works. They're like 2 magic anime.
I haven't seen those.
They're not that great. It's because, as well, it gives off a feeling of a series that I've seen before that I really liked. Mm-hmm. Again, nostalgia.
Nostalgia. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. They're not that great, I guess. Witchcraft Works is kind of funny. It has some funny moments, but they're not the greatest shows. So I don't know if you would like them, but I'm enjoying them. But mainly, I'm enjoying stuff from the previous season, like Nagi no Asukara. That's like. Have you seen that? It's so sad. It's so, oh my gosh! Like I can't even, I can't even express how much you should watch it right now. Like, it's so good, especially like when the 2nd part of the season started. There's like a middle part and something crazy happens, and then they started again with this season. It's just been so good.
I need to. I was gonna say most of the stuff I've been staying up on it from last season too. Like Sam Flam, Kuroko.
Yeah, Sam Flam.
Yaomushi Pedal.
Crazy. There was that one episode where their Megazord grew a dick.
Oh my god! I
had to reblog that. I had to reblog it.
Sam Flam is so weird. For those of you who have not seen Sam Flam, not to give any spoilers, but it is like. It's only been 16 episodes, 15 episodes, 16 episodes. I feel I've watched at least like 50 episodes. I feel like it's been a 50-episode series.
Because it changes its style and the direction like every 2 episodes.
Every 2 episodes. And like, it's so weird. You feel like you've watched so much and then you finish and you're like, that was only one episode?
It goes from like super serious to like completely silly and dumb. And you're just like, haha, this is corny. And then it gets like so fucking dark, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
What is happening? What is this series?
I don't get it, but it's so good. It's not for everybody. It's definitely not for everybody. Not. Like I said, it's like 50-50 like base, but I think it's even less. I think more people will not like Samurai Flamenco than would like. So too. Brooke didn't like it, right?
No, she only watched the first 3 episodes.
But she didn't even get to like. Crazy.
She didn't even get to episode.
Didn't get episode 7. End of episode 7. Like what the? When I saw that.
Yeah.
I didn't get spoiled or anything. I just heard it was crazy. So I watched it. Now I got to episode 7. And I'm just like,
yeah,
is this really happening?
Dude, when nobody else, like you, Daza, Brooke, David, nobody except this one guy I work with, Jeff, who's one of the other Polaris editors, nobody had watched that series. So can you imagine me sitting on my couch, getting to that, and having nobody to talk to? I was like, what do I do? What do I do? It's like, I can't tweet. I don't want to spoil anybody.
But it's so good. I caught up to when it was at episode 11 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's when I marathoned all 11 episodes in like one go, because I was just like, this is just crazy. But I love how when it gets silly, it's silly. Like it's super silly.
It's super.
But when it gets serious, you're just like at the edge of your seat. That's what I like about it.
That's what I love about it too, is because of how silly it can be, you don't expect it to get as dark as it can be. Like you completely get like floored every single time something dark happens. It's the same like. What? Yeah. Where did this come from? Oh, okay. So
one complaint, not enough Goto. That guy needs
to
move.
I want my Goto. Goto is my favorite character.
And I don't like that he has a girlfriend.
That they never show. You don't like that he has a girlfriend?
I don't like that he has a girlfriend.
Is it because you ship him with
Masayoshi? Yes. Oh my gosh, I don't want to spoil anything, but that look she gives. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna say it.
Wait, she? Who? Mari?
No, that Masayoshi. Fudge. No, not.
That's what I said, and you agreed.
No, I'm thinking about Mari. Oh man, it's both M's.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
No.
I don't like them together at all. I don't like them. I love her as a character, but I do not ship them.
Oh, come on.
No.
They have so much chemistry.
No, they don't. No, Goto is way too good for her.
Well, I don't know. He's too naive.
No, Goto is not naive.
He's naive.
No, he's not.
Oh my! I was spoiling.
I know.
He's naive. He's naive.
He's not naive. He's like totally like when she was hitting on him. He's just like, I'm not.
That's not why I'm calling naive.
Yeah.
I'm calling naive for other reasons.
Oh, for later on.
Yeah, this is dumb. I'm just like, haha, yeah, right.
I don't think Goto is naive, but
But that's a great series, Samurai Flamenco. You might not like it probably, but if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
you might not like it, probably.
On my top 10 list of the year, I think I put it at number 2. I think it was number 2. Like, it was one of my favorites. But let me tell you this: there's this one other series out there that I watched after I did that list. That if I watched it in 2013, it would have been my number 1.
What series is it?
White Album 2.
White Album 2? I saw you talking about that on Twitter and that you cried.
I was flipping out. Like I wasn't just talking about it. I was after every episode. I was just like, "What the no!" Like I was literally. It was the middle of the night when I was watching it. And I was flipping out. Like I'm telling you, that was.
Is that
It's not
romance?
a sequel. Yeah, it's oh yeah, it's a romance. It's a romance that is about a music club. And it's not like a K-On or something like that. It's like a full-on serious. They play like actual like music at a festival. It's really good. But the romance, it has literally one of the most craziest love triangles and like stuff. I don't want to say anything because you gotta watch it. It's 13 episodes. It's like Crunchyroll, and it's not a sequel. Just because it's called White Album 2, that's the reason why I didn't check it out before. But don't make that mistake. Watch it.
So funny to me when they do like the 2 and you're like, oh, I need to find the sequel or find the first one. I can't find it anywhere because it doesn't exist.
It's not. White Album 1, I've never seen it, but I hear it sucks. But a White Album 2 is like 10 out of 10.
Okay. I have so many series I need to watch. It's just not fair.
White Album 2 is also not for everybody, I guess. Like well, everybody could watch it, but not everybody will like it as much as I've had many conversations with people that have seen it that did not like it, and I'm like, how? No, but I get why. I guess I get why.
Yeah, it's one of those things. You've gotta own what you like, not care what people feel.
So good though. Oh my gosh, like that topped Attack on Titan for me.
Really?
Crazy. I didn't think that would happen.
That's interesting. I have a random question. Are there any manga that you've read recently that haven't been for MangaPod? Because you used to read manga a lot, right?
Yeah, that was before MangaPod.
Before MangaPod, but now that you read MangaPod, are you more like just anime?
Yeah, because like, I don't know, we read sometimes a lot for MangaPod, like 5 volumes. I usually leave after the last day, but like sometimes I do read throughout the week. But that's a lot of volumes to go through, so I don't really have time to read my own manga that I want to read.
Yeah.
But we do, and I do also have a saying like what I want to read for MangaPod. So
yeah. And
plus, I'm a big fan of a lot of the series that like Tower of God and like all that kind of stuff. Like we could always go back to that, which we're gonna go back to Tower of God, guys. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
It's not over for us. We'll go back to Tower of God. Don't worry.
Oh my god, people get so upset. It's so funny. I love it so much.
Why do you guys like Tower of God so much? I know it's like really good, but like you don't have to kill us for it.
I know. And like if we say any sort of thing negative, people get really upset.
Guys, Tower of God sucks.
Tower of God is the worst.
I hate it.
God, we're never reading it again.
Tower of God.
More like Tower of Poo.
That's the biggest insult ever. Somebody's gonna be like,
Tower of Dog.
You're gonna go on Reddit right now and be like, guys, do you know what Aaron just called Tower of God?
No!
You won't believe this.
I don't usually cut anything out of these, but I am going to cut out that one part so that I don't get hate.
You gotta lose like half your subscribers for that. She did Tower of God. It's over.
No, guys, no. No, come back to me.
Yeah, Tower of God is good.
Tower of God is very good. What has been your favorite series that we've read on MangaPod?
That's hard to say, but there's a lot. There's a lot.
There's a lot.
How's that one called? The one when we had Disturbed Jeans on. Bloody Monday. That's probably my favorite.
Bloody Monday is so good. That's one of my favorite too that we read. It's so great.
And obviously Attack on Titan. Though it's kind of the thing is I already read Attack on Titan by the time we were talking about Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
So I don't really want to count that because I was already like a huge fan of it. So Bloody Monday is definitely #1 for me because I've never read it before. I've heard about it, but I've never read it. What other stuff? Tower of God is probably one of my favorite as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bloody Monday. I'm gonna do top 5 because we have so many here. I'm gonna go look at my.
I need to go look at your channel.
I know. Go look at the MangaPod playlist. MangaPod playlist. I do have a playlist of MangaPod. Yeah, if you scroll down. Let's see. I had never read Attack on Titan, so that's in my top 5. Densha Otoko. Tower of God. Attack on Titan.
It's up there with Bloody Monday. That's
Bloody
their
Monday.
type.
Yeah, so I have one more. Let's see. Counting stuff I have not read before.
It's a lot of videos.
I know, it's so many. Oh, Berserk. Oh.
You've never read Berserk before, did you?
Berserk. There you go.
You'll like it even more the further we get into it.
I'm really liking it. Okay, so that was mine. Densha
Nisekoi.
Nisekoi. I didn't like Nisekoi manga.
Akunohana is my favorite.
You lying son of a bitch.
Imadoki.
Kamikaze Kaitao Gen. Old Boy. If I remember right, Old Boy was one of your favorites. You got so much hate on the Akunohana.
Old Boy is the second one we did, the second episode. Doesn't count.
Second and fourth.
Yeah. But, did I get a hate on Akunohana?
Yeah, because you said it was like school days for you.
It is like school days. Oh my god, it's so dumb. School days is awesome. That's not. Don't watch. Well, school days is horrible, but go watch it.
Oh wait, Uzumaki! Crap!
Uzumaki. Okay. I don't know if I want to put it in my top because I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about Uzumaki.
Oh gosh. Okay, I have 6. I can't narrow it down. I don't know.
Let me tell you about my #1 most
Uzumaki,
disappointing one.
Attack on Titan.
Would probably be Welcome to NHK. That's my most.
Yeah, that's because you love the anime so much.
Anime was so good, but the manga was good for like 3 panels.
Berserk. Oh gosh.
Oh, what about Siren?
Siren was so good. Siren was one of my favorite MangaPods total that we did. Like the MangaPod.
We did 2 Sirens, right?
We did 2 Sirens. The first Siren had so many good moments. Like I was going through to make like the highlights for MangaPod for a year, and like there were so many from Siren that I was like, I can't use all of these, but they're all so good.
Yeah, it's because we were like so into it. That's the cheesecake episode.
Yeah, it's the cheesecake episode. It's the episode where you open it with like your mic, like your super like your boxer announcer voice. It's the episode. It's the That's Not Math episode. There was something else that happened in it. I can't remember, but there was something else that happened in it. But
we were all like wasted on that one.
We were also what episode? There's one where I was going through where there was one where Brooke's like, Yoku, stop drinking on MangaPod. It was where like Vodkarama was born.
Oh, okay.
What episode was that? Let's see.
Oh, there's a lot of good episodes. I'm just going through these and I'm like, oh, I remember that day. I remember that.
I know.
Oh, I did. Oh, Kamikaze Kaito Jin. I just did not give a shit.
Give a crap.
I was just like, you guys were asking me like, what did you think? I'm like,
you were just like, huh?
No.
Huh?
I had no interest of talking about that one. That was like that was probably the most boring podcast for me. That was probably one of our shortest ones as well because I just didn't give a shit.
Yeah, you didn't talk very much, so it was hard to. It was about average length.
I ruined the podcast.
Yeah. Thanks, Yoku.
It's okay. That's
just because you don't care.
You guys were like so excited to talk about it, and I just pooped on the party.
So many of the like quotes I'm noticing are from you. Like a lot of them. Yeah. Like from the second
I don't know why.
From the second Magi, when we were talking about how one Jin had big boobs, and you went, those are some pretty gender looking tits.
I don't even know what context is that. Like,
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, there were so many manga. We read so many. It's gonna be even more this year. I'm so excited.
By the way, I don't get like really drunk on MangaPod. Like I don't.
I love that it's a thing now.
There's only a couple times where I was actually like a little tipsy, but usually I have like a couple of beers. That's it. You can't get drunk with a couple of beers.
So amazing. What else are we reading this
People
year?
think I'm like drinking like vodka and shit.
I know, people honestly believe that you are
if I would be like drinking like vodka on MangaPod, like I'd probably be like asleep during the whole podcast.
If ever, if you're eating zesty pickles while drinking on MangaPod, I'm gonna be
that will give it away.
I'll be like, Yoku, you're wasted. I was looking at what we're reading this year. We're reading more Berserk, we're reading Dan Angel, JoJo's, Vinland Saga, One Punch Man.
Onani Master Kurosawa next week.
Yep. I'm excited for that.
Onani Master is gonna be great. It's gonna be our most mature podcast.
Oh my god, I'm so happy. I hope I can figure out stupid XSplit before that, because I don't want, like, I might have to pick something other than Justin TV to stream on, too. I'm looking into doing that, because Justin TV, like, you have to, for Twitch, there's an option to send directly to YouTube, and so you can just send it directly, whereas Justin, you have to pay for that, and you can only download it in 30-minute spurts. And so it cuts off some of the audio in between, so it's not just like a straight thing. And so
you put it together, there's like little hiccups and stuff?
There's like small little hiccups, and I was like, this is dumb. And so I'm gonna see if like Ustream is better, but I don't know.
Wait, so does the latest episode right now that we have up is there's hiccups in it?
Very small, like they're very like split seconds, but it cuts off words very like just like half a word or sentence, and so it's just
it could make a very weird.
Yeah, and I'm just scared that it's gonna keep being that way, and I'm just like, this is dumb. I don't want it. Like, it could, like, if I hadn't said anything, it'd probably be pushed off as like a Skype or like an internet error hiccup, but it's not, and I know that, and it bugs me.
Well, you just told everybody the secret.
I know. God. Well, there you go. That's why. Snow.
Behind the scenes. This is what happens. You know what? Usually when they're all like trying to like help each other to like fix XSplit, I'm just like sitting there eating pizza.
Yeah, Yoku does not help at all.
I just like sit there and they're like, oh, you guys ready? I'm like, yeah.
Oh, something else that made me laugh really hard was when I was like grabbing some stuff for the highlights, MangaPod highlights, was the whole intro where I would never give a countdown. I would just start it. Like at the beginning, you're like, oh, this is so funny. You specifically were saying it's so funny. And then there was one time where Dazza, it was like Blood Lad, which was number 20 or something, where Dazza goes, I want a countdown. I want to be more professional. And you said, no, it's better if we just start it. And then like 10 MangaPods later, you are like, God, I never know if we're live or not. It's so annoying. I hate you.
Yeah, well, that's a whole 10 episodes. A lot happened over 10 episodes.
It made me laugh. And so it's going to be a compilation of me just like starting it and then you slowly getting angrier as it happens. And everyone else not caring.
Eventually, I'm going to flip my chair. Wait, wasn't there a time when I did that once? Didn't I do it once? Like, I fell
yeah, it was Siren. It's the first Siren episode where you like...
Oh, that is the announcer voice.
Yeah. So but no, I've been doing a countdown lately. Thank you very much. Give me some credit.
Yeah, you have.
Mister.
She does math, guys.
I does math.
I does math.
I does math. I'm trying to think if there are any other... Because we've come up on an hour now. We're talking for about an hour.
Damn,
son. I'm trying to think if there's any other questions. Is there any other, like, history of your anime history you would like to tell everybody in this friendly?
Oh. I used to love, like, Naruto used to be one of my favorite anime.
Have you kept up on it?
Not in the last half year, probably.
Yeah.
Because there was one moment that happened. So it's a Sasuke moment. Something happened, what he said, and I was just like, no. And then
you're out. You just dropped the book. You're like, no.
I was not after that. You can't go back on your word now, Sasuke. You said it. It's over.
Oh no! I don't even know what you're talking about.
Have you read? How far did you read into it?
Oh god, I haven't read it in years because David and I have this thing where David doesn't like it if I know what's gonna happen in a series. And so me and him, when I first started getting back into anime, David and I watched Naruto and we like marathoned all the way up to like all the Shippuden that was out.
Did you watch the fillers?
We started watching them and I was like, screw this. And that's when I stopped because I was like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. And so I was like, I'll just go.
I watched all the fillers weekly.
No.
I started watching Naruto when it was at episode 60 or something like that.
Shippuden or original?
Original.
I watched the original too, yeah.
No, I watched it weekly when they used to come out.
I used
to torrent from datebayo.com.
I used to buy the Chinese bootleg DVDs, thank you. Because I didn't know how to torrent things, so I just bought it all off eBay and spent way too much stupid money.
For people, like old school people. I used to torrent Naruto from datebayo.com, which does not exist anymore, but it's like they're the fan subgroup that did all of the old Naruto up to like 100 episodes of Shippuden. That's old school. That's nostalgic for me. I used to like go on datebayo on every Thursday and I'd like refresh.
See, I would have done that if I knew that was a thing, but I didn't. I just thought you had to buy them off of eBay, and so that's what I did when I was like 13, back in 2004. 2004.
Got like stack of bootlegs.
Oh my god, I had so many. It was so, and like they would try to make them look professional, but you could tell it was just like printer paper, and on one of them the ink had started to go out, and so
it's kind of like
bootleg.
It's like hazy a little bit.
And like the subtitles were so bad. Just like the Yu-Gi-Oh, the Chinese Yu-Gi-Oh ones.
Usually the subtitles are completely bad. It's impossible to watch that.
Whenever in the Chinese bootleg they translated "I'll beat you" to "I'll win you," and so like in the Yu-Gi-Oh they'd be like, "I'll win you now." I'm like, what?
I always win you.
I thought it was so cool. I always win you.
You will never win me. Because I win you.
So bad. It was so good.
I only own one bootleg at the moment. I bought a couple before, like, knowing that it's bootleg, actually, because they were a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
But Flame of Recca, I don't know if you know.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
But yeah, I own the whole anime series on bootleg.
I own
It's good that it's dub and sub. I would never watch it in sub with that bootleg because the subs are horrible.
Yeah, they're so bad. That's how I watch. I have the first 50 episodes. I think it's the first full season of Shaman King bootleg. It was a mistake. So bad. But I watched all 50 episodes in like half a week. Like very quickly.
Actually, no. I think I own Hunter x Hunter, the original one.
In bootleg?
I think I own that on bootleg. It's like in one little tiny slim case. Like the whole, like, whatever amount of episodes. These are like 80 or something.
So they shoved like so many episodes onto each CD? Each DVD?
It's crazy. Yeah, bootleg. That's good times.
Bootleg, yes. Good moments.
Don't buy bootleg, guys. They suck. It sucks so bad.
Do not buy bootleg, especially like if you don't know. If they're sold from Hong Kong, don't do it.
100% of the time. The bootleg.
100% of the time, and you
same thing with video games. I've been hit pretty bad with Game Boy Advance games because Game Boy Advance games are bootlegged like crazy. They're really easy to copy. So if you ever see somebody selling Pokemon games on eBay from Hong Kong, don't buy them. They're like 99.9999% that they're bootlegged.
Boo.
That's why they're like $10.
Yeah, no, that's why they're so cheap. There's a reason. If they're super cheap, there's a reason. I want so badly for somebody to like license Kuroko, both the manga and the anime. I don't understand why it hasn't been licensed yet.
It'll happen eventually. I don't know why. Yeah, it's so damn popular.
It's so popular. Like the manga was the third highest selling in Japan.
Yeah, and it's popular here in America as well.
So I do not understand why it hasn't been licensed yet. Like neither the anime or the manga.
And they should release it with the figures.
Yeah. Listen, I will petition
get free figure. That's a good idea. Come on.
Yeah, come on, people, come on. Who do you think would license it?
probably Viz.
Viz. Probably, yeah.
Like 99% Viz.
Yeah. Probably
It would be weird if Funimation would license Kuroko. That would be...
But, like, they don't do a lot of sports. Funimation doesn't, right?
They've done a couple. I can't think of...
The nice thing about Kuroko, though, is that it's not, like, a super long series. Like, they've kept it pretty compact.
Yeah.
So.
I like that they're doing season by season and not, like, just going full out. It's good to have a break sometimes, even from, like, series that you like so much, because it gives you that time to, like, build up more hype.
Yeah. And, like, I'm interested with Kuroko, though, how they're going to end this season, whether they're going to wait for season 3. Like, when they're going to start
I think they are going to
to
end it and just do a season 3.
Yeah, but I'm just interested in knowing where it stops in the manga. I'm interested to see what else.
Probably going to stop where, like, everybody's about to die.
Yeah. That's why I love this series so much. Chapter 140. Death. All the death.
Kagami's, like, holding Kuroko in his arms.
Kagami is just,
I want you to be my shadow forever. and Kuroko's like, I'll always be your shadow.
Okay, you just read, like, the best fan fiction.
That's...
I'll always be your shadow. Oh, man. On that...
whispers it.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. Okay, on that note, we should wrap this up.
Yeah, because that's, like, the highest note it's going to get.
It's as good as it's going to get. Just going to go down from here. Awesome. Yiki, I wanted to say awesome, yeah, thank you, Yoku, and I just, like, smashed all of those words. Yiki, hey, Yoku,
You're short on time. Come on, just mix all your skills.
Coming!
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. No, thank you so much for coming and talking friendly with me, Yoku.
It was great.
Did you have fun?
It was fun. I think this episode was better than Daz's episode.
Oh, shots fired. I'm not agreeing because I love all of you, so I can't.
No, you agree. You gotta.
No.
I'm like setting you up.
I'm like
right now.
What if I'm just like, nah, this one wasn't nearly as good as Daz's and mine.
Well, if I didn't have a zesty pickle, I might be sad, but I have a zesty pickle, so I could always.
So zesty pickles just always lift your mood.
Get my mind off of things.
By the way, I don't know if you know this, but we were talking while the new Kuroko episode came out, so...
That's what you want to end this.
Yeah.
I see.
No, I'm just kidding.
Kuroko's more important. By the way,
Basically,
I did not know that Kuroko's birthday is the same day as my birthday.
Yeah. So Yoku, shout out where they can find all your stuff, sir.
That's my favorite part. You know how much I love this. Okay,
if you don't want to say it, I can just say it's gonna be in the description. There you go.
Yeah, it's gonna be all in the description, and also I guess you can find me on YokuramaGameTalk. If you go to our channel, you'll see me on the channel side talks. And Twitter is at YokuramaTalks. I get into weird random rants sometimes, and I reply to a lot of people, so want to talk and have like the most weird conversations ever.
I remember on MangaPod one time where you said that you just retweet people, and so people started tweeting you, and then we went to our timeline, and you just retweeted all these people.
Hey, I retweet a lot, right? If I find somebody's response to me or just like a reply to me that's even a little bit funny, I'll retweet it because I like to save those stuff, those moments.
Aww.
Yeah.
So Twitter is YokuramaTalks.
Yeah. And everywhere else is either YokuramaTalks or Yokurama. Follow me on Tumblr though. It's just Yokurama, and I just reblog like GIFs from like latest episodes that are not spoilery.
Yeah.
So.
And then you also have Hummingbird, which is Yokurama, correct?
Something like that.
Something like that. It'll be in the description down below.
Something.
Yoku loves shouting out his stuff. I don't know. It's
because I wasn't smart. I didn't call everything happily this, happily that, right? It's all over the place.
But I loved mine because mine wasn't taken anywhere, so that made it really easy. Except for some random spots will be like taken as HappiLeeErin, and I'm like, who the hell is this? Who the hell think they can do this to me?
Like my Steam name, at first I named it Mo's Games, just MOS Games, like Mo's Games, and then a bunch of people added me from YouTube because I linked it on Twitch, not Twitch, Twitter. Twitch sucks. Twitter. and then what happened was that like a couple months later, people like forgot who Mo's Games was, and I just kept getting messages. People asking who is this? I'm like, it's me, Yokurama. Like, oh, okay. He's like, who the fudge is Mo's Games? Like. So like I had to figure out how to change my username to Yokurama on there.
Oh,
my anime list YouTube name used to be Moiseispo. Not YouTube name. What the fudge? See this is too many names. My username on my anime list used to be Moiseispo as well. So and I changed it to Yokurama. It's weird. I used to have like all kinds of names everywhere.
All over.
I wasn't smart.
But now you are Yokurama.
That's what happens when you join internet such a long time
ago. You have to figure out different. I was talking to people the other day, this is totally random, but I was talking about when I first started using the internet and like AIM names and like Yahoo Messenger names and stuff, and what like the original Yahoo emails were, and I was like 12 and I was super into Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z and Naruto, and my AIM name used to be Goten and Trunks 1989.
Yep.
I was just thinking of stuff like that didn't like coincide with me at all.
Is that still your main? Is that still your main email?
yeah. My main email is Goten and Trunks 1989 at yahoo.com.
At yahoo.com.
Don't actually, because I've not logged into that in like 10 years, so I don't know who uses it now. I don't even think I own it anymore. So
does emails go away after a while after you don't sign up for them?
Oh, I guess I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
This is off track. But
anyway, okay, wrapping this up.
All right.
Thank you, Yokurama, so much for joining me for a friendly review. If you got discussion. If
we suck.
We're so bad. We're so bad.
What are we doing? We're not good at this.
Why do we do this? If you would like to see any other friendly discussions, there is a playlist of them. There's also a link in the description down below. There's one with Dodger, Davis from the Warp Zone, and Daza, and now Yoku. So there's been 4 so far. Hoping to do more of these. Thank you guys so much for watching. Just us talk about anime and stuff for the last hour or so. I don't even know how long we've been talking. But thank you so much for watching, and we will see you later. Bye-bye!
Bye. That was...